What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Hope we're all doing really well. Now, I haven't at all FC25 at all posted a 3 at the back or a 5 at the back at this point in time. I don't really like them because they are competitively banned. So what that means is we can use them every day, fill our boots. We can do whatever we want with these type of formations, the 3 at the backs and 5 at the backs. However, you can't use them as an e-sport, e-pro. You know, during the FC25 tournaments and stuff, they banned them a little while ago. So that's why, yeah, they are the way they are. So it's a bit ratty, I know that, but I wanted to give it a go. So yeah, with the new promo, we got Oshhalawa, however you pronounce her name, the female. She was about 200, 300k when I packed her, but her price has dropped. But she is a very, very, very good card. 95 strength is crazy. 92 jumping is good in the air. Yeah, she's. I mean, the traits here as well. Ball control is immense. Is crazy. It's a usable card, hence why she is on my bench. Now you can see we also in our rewards we packed Pichon. Haven't tried her yet. So yeah, what you're going to see is me using her for the first time as well. She is left-footed, so pretty decent card as well. Nice stats, good boost on the shooting, good boost on the passing, good boost on the dribbling as well, which is pretty nice. But only one position, unfortunately. But 4-star, 4-star, quite a small player, but left-footed. I have high hopes for this card. So yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you guys her for the first time as well, because I haven't used her. So yeah, it's a 5-4-1, but it's going to play slightly differently. So it's going to play as like a 4-3-2-3 type of formation. I will show you at the end of the video, but first and foremost, we're going to jump straight into some gameplay so you guys can better understand how I have this set up, because it isn't a conventional 5-4-1, so bear that in mind. It is a little bit more attacking than that, with the added bonus of having 5 at the back if you need it. But I haven't found you've needed 5 at the back. So yeah, basically the left back and the right back will go into midfield. They will sit behind Beckham and Essien in my team, which will allow Beckham to get forward, Essien to get forward and join the attack and stuff like that. So yeah, and we don't get caught out on the wings before you ask. I do have a few people asking questions about, well, do you get caught out here, do you caught out there? No, you do not get caught out on the wings, because the left back and the right back do get back in position the moment the ball is lost. So they will cover those wing spaces if you like. So yeah, let's jump into the gameplay and then I'll come back and show you how I've got it set up. So I thought I'd start off with something a little bit different that I don't normally do. Now, often I will show my goals, gameplay, build-up and stuff like that. But I think, as I said at the beginning, I went 14-0 with this formation, but I did have a couple of draws. So I think the best thing to do is show you the worst of the gameplay, or the worst of the games that I actually had. So that's what we're going to do. So the game clips you're going to see are probably from a couple of the worst games that I had. You know the games that I'm talking about, guys, the ones where you're really struggling, nothing's working, passes are going wrong, everything like that. So that's the best way to start. So you can see it starts with a bank of 5, bank of 4 and a 1. As soon as you get that ball, you can just see Kyle Walker there. He's going into midfield. He's almost at the halfway line. We've still got the ball. You can just see Walker in the bottom of your screen there as well. So you kind of get the gist of the midfield. And then again, without the ball, you can instantly see we're back into a back 5. Midfield's getting back into position. As I say, you don't very rarely get caught out of position. So you can see we track back, and we win the ball back. And then we go forward again. You can see there you've got Kyle Walker. He's in and around that right position. So that's what you want. And then from here, we go 2-0 up. But this is where I'm talking about starting as I mean to go on with this formation. So the worst of the gameplay. So you can easily see, you know, we're 3-0. We was 2-0 up. We went down to 3-2. There was some really bad passing going on. I couldn't even get out of my box at one point. It was ridiculous. We've all been there. We've all done it. But we persevere. We get to 3-3, and that is what I like about the formations and tactics that I do kind of create, because they're like a never give up type of tactic. You've always got a chance, and from here you can see the counter-attacking is where it's at its best. I think counter-attacking is the best way forward in this game, and this is what we do here. So yeah, we get the left back, pass it into midfield, from midfield back to the left back into the LM, and then from here the LM to the striker to the RM, and it's a goal, and it's from 3-3 to 4-3. 84th minute, we get our win. That was a struggle. That game was an absolute struggle. This next game was even worse. it was, I don't know if the guy had set it up like this or if he was doing it manually, but the offside trap was crazy. If you look, his players were up the pitch, back in their box, up the pitch, back in their box. But luckily enough, when you've got a player like Beckham in that position, you can catch them out. And the goalkeeper, when the defence stepped up, the goalkeeper moved as well. And that's when I took the opportunity with that finesse shot there. So we get the 1-0 and boom, the rest is history. So then we move on to the other game that was a bit of a nightmare as well. Yeah, it was a weird game, absolutely weird game. I'm going to repeat myself. We've all been there and done it, where we've had these weird games. Passing's gone wrong, crazy animations. Everything's been slow and lethargic. Nobody's moving. You know, that's exactly what these gameplay clips I'm showing you now. But we still managed to grind it out. So you can see we was 2-1 up, then we went to 2-2. This is what I'm talking about with the weird gameplay. Top right of your screen, you'll see the referee's thing come up. Why did it take so long for that to be judged as a penalty? We haven't got VAR in this game. What the hell? Why was it just not an instant penalty? Why did it take a few seconds? What's the referee looking? Come on. So before we jump into the code, it's always worth reminding you guys that it's better to listen to an explanation rather than jumping straight into it, because I have had, again, a few messages saying we're too open, we're too this, we're too that. If you listen to the explanation on where players are on the pitch, you can then make a judgment call on whether this is the right setup for you or not. So yeah, just bear that in mind. So anyway, we have it set as a 5-4-1 flat, we have it on counter, and we have it on high defensive approach. However, I have manually adjusted it from 70 to 81 because we are using the three centre backs and they are pretty quick. We can be higher up the pitch. It's very rare that my three centre backs, especially my three centre backs, with how quick they are, get caught with over the top balls. So I'm not too concerned about that. If you do find you're too high at the pitch, just adjust it back down to its original 70. So just bear that in mind. If we move across to player roles, now this is where it gets interesting. So we've got McCabe and Walker both on the false back and balance position. Defenders we leave alone, the goalkeeper I leave alone. I don't touch them. Obviously, it's a given you have your best CDM holding. So I've got Essien in this occasion holding defend. Beckham is box to box, balance CM. Of course, he needs to get forward. He has insane shooting. So yeah, but you can have a Valverde in there or a Palmer, for example. You know, it doesn't. Providing your holding player is a natural holding player, it doesn't really matter. So players like Essien, Kimmich, stuff like that. So yeah, your LM and RM are set up exactly how they should be. So they are inside forwards and on balanced on both of them. And then your striker, again, that is a choice. I use advanced because she gets the playstyle plus. However, you can use poacher, so you can use a Son in there or a Haaland, etc. Or Inaki Williams, for example. Yeah, Nico Williams as well, you could use in there. It's not really an issue for the striker position. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So, with the ball, this is what I was saying at the start. So, it is basically a 3-2-2-3 moving forward. So, you have your false backs that are going to cut into midfield. It says it on the right hand side when set to balance, the false backs positions themselves as central midfielders when their team is in possession. So, basically, what that does is that allows your Beckham and your two CMs, in my case it's Beckham and Essien, it allows them two players to push forward. So effectively I will be going 3-2-4-1, if that makes sense, moving forward. And then that gives, obviously, you're not getting caught out because your three centre backs are quite spread out, so you're not going to get caught out on the wings. And like I say, as soon as you don't have the ball, they're dropping into position. So yeah, without the ball, you can see where they're sitting. You can see what they're saying. They do get back into position pretty quick, so it's not like it's a slow transition; it's a fast transition. But going back with the ball, yeah, you're doing like a Pep Guardiola type thing. You are outnumbering the midfield. Everything goes through the midfield. You have like for example, my left back and right back are ball playing players, so they can get up and down the pitch pretty nicely. So they can play in midfield. Walker's got the stature to play in midfield, and McCabe's got the agility to play in midfield. You can use alternatives that can play in midfield, like Lorente, for example. Um, Players like that. So yeah, don't be shy in changing your players around in position. But this one, honestly, if you want to outnumber your opponent in the midfield and they haven't a clue where your players are on the pitch, this is the perfect formation for you. And I have been unbeaten on this game. I'm currently 14-0 with this particular setup, and with the team and the players you see in front of you as well. So apart from that, I think I've gone back to Gabriel in my defence because he seems to score from every single corner. It's absolutely ridiculous how many goals I score with Gabriel. So yeah, hit that like button if you like what you see. Subscribe if you haven't already. Any questions, hit it in the comment section below. I have got the EAFC 25 playlist also in the item description. So if you want to see how I've got my other formation set up, or you want to see how I've got my custom settings, i.e. camera, visual, audio, stuff like that all set up, it's all in the description below, so you can obviously just go straight through that. I mean, there's not that many videos, to be fair, because we're quite fresh into this, so you can absolutely see how I've got all this set up. And obviously there's other formations in there as well that might take your fancy. So, yeah, definitely worth having a look at the playlist and going from there. But like I say, if you haven't already, please subscribe. It would be amazing. Yeah, and until Friday night's video, which is another good one, everybody take care and look after themselves.